Hello and welcome to this Warno 1v1 game played on Tower Duel between Ostre Land Commando, and he's going up against 2nd US Marine. Now this is really funny actually because I recently uploaded a video on the channel. Really good video, you should watch it. It's called Warno's Guide How to Beat Warno's New Danish Meta. And Ostre Land Commando is the broken one everybody's spamming at the moment. And in this video I talk about how 2nd US Marine, despite not actually being the best division ever, like it is quite a weak div. Okay, well it's like average, maybe slightly above average. I wouldn't say it's weak. It's really good against Ostre Land Commando for various reasons, which, you know, will present themselves during the course of the game. So I very much recommend watching this because you've got the theory part at the start, which I assume all these plebs skip because they don't know how to read and all this, and then you've got some example, and it's funny, it's the same map, so same matchup, same map, although the sides are different. So yeah, let's check out the decks and then we'll get back to the game. So this is the deck review for Gucci Gang Hots. He's playing 2nd US Marine, and I believe he's seen my 2nd US Marine Pro Guide, and that's how this deck has come to be, because it's very, very similar. There's a couple things are different, which I don't really agree with, but yeah, I will explain why. So, first things first, getting rid of the... So, he's got rid of all of the DAS rockets, which is this this thing, right? 8 HP, 10% ECM, 38 rockets. So he swapped out 3 DAS rockets with a 3 per card infantry CV for 3 Humvees. That doesn't make sense to me at all. Because you're going to open with this one anyway because it's cheaper. At least you should. Open with 2 of these because they're cheaper and just micro them. So why get rid of the DAS rocket one for later on in the game for a Humvee, which is going to die just as easily as this? I appreciate it's only 3 dudes, but you got a tank CV here if you need something a bit more tanky. The next one is, so he got rid of the seed plane. The seed plane does suck, so I understand that. But then he also got rid of the seed helicopter. Why? To get more Super Cobras, because he needs rockets to replace the ones he just got rid of. So would you not rather have the seed one? You could even try this, but yeah, you could try this, or you could try this. Like this is actually pretty funny. It takes some getting used to actually, but it does work. The other thing was swapped out the rocket for the TRM. So the TRM, just keep in mind this will do absolutely nothing to vehicles, but truth be told, this will do absolutely nothing to vehicles as well. So the TRM, it's like thermobaric. The idea behind this rocket plane is to kill helicopters, and for 15 points more, the TRM is still going to do that because it's got the same anti-helo capability. Everything's the same except the anti-ground capability, right? You got the TRMs instead of the Zunis, neither of which would shoot at helicopters, so I think that's fine. And then yeah, the decision has been made to not bring any DAS rockets here either. Like, you could get 6 more DAS rockets, but you really want the grenade launcher Humvee. Well, look, you've got this. If you need ground-based infantry AT, you've got these guys. And if you need, you know, ground-based fire support in the recon tab, you've got this. So why do you need 6 grenade launcher Humvees? Would you not rather have the DAS rockets, right? 6 DAS rockets. It's nice to have. They're like Lynx rockets, but better. The other thing was, like, so this Lav AT is what came out instead of the seed. Yeah, okay. I'd rather have the seed personally. And I think that's all good. Yeah, I think the rest of it I don't really see a problem with. But yeah, just explaining why things are the way they are. You don't have to listen. His opponent is playing Ostre Land Commando, super strong div. I've been meaning to record the pro guide for it. I've got the games played, it's just I'm always busy. There's always other things to do. Other videos to record, right? So, and they take hours and hours and hours, those pro guides. They're not easy to do, so yeah, basically, you want to be spamming the 3 infantry Penave cards at 2 vet, right? The rest is pretty similar. Do you need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ASFs? No, you don't. If you're going to build it like this, you might as well get rid of this one, right? I guess this is for anti-helo. So, but like, you might, like, you're just not doing yourself any favours here. You might as well get rid of that and get the extra seed plane. And then if this is for anti-helo, sure, but, you know, you've got Eyehawks, you don't need all this AA. I understand this is anti-helo, but then what is this for? Anti-ground? Well, you might as well get the one that reloads in 2 minutes and actually kills things on the ground, so... You know, because you've got this anyway for strafing helos or whatever, and this can also be used against ground targets and for soaking, which is what this is for as well. Stop bringing up the Mormons. That was gross, by the way. I had to Google that. Wow. Don't Google that. 3 cards of supply, you don't need it. And then we've got a 2 per card infantry instead of a 3 per card infantry CV. Why? Why? Better than this, I don't think that's necessary. Throwment, you might as well bring in the helo, because everything else doesn't come in the helo. These guys I'd probably bring at 1 vet. Yeah, but like, so look at the cost effectiveness of this unit. You can bring it at 2 vet and get 5. And it's 35 points for 8 dudes. This is 45 for 8 dudes. It's like, yeah, but they come with a Carl Gustav, so does this. And this. And this is 50 points for 12, which is, I believe, slightly more cost effective, but it's reservist. And bigger squads aren't as cost effective as smaller squads in combat because, you know, you only get 500 suppression mana, so you want 3 cards of these. So what happened to the last AP? There's no point bringing this. This is your counter battery, right? It's the RT rework, right? You just want the Toad stuff now. This is your front line, whatever. You can bring the 121 if you want. Like, it is better. It's just it's less available. This will still damage people on the front line. The point of this is basically to bait out the enemy, so you can whack him with the heavy stuff. So you would bring this for counter battery and this for front line. And you know, if you want an intermediate option, you could get the long toms. Right. Tanks. Yes, you want these. This is bad. Don't bother. You might as well just not bring it. I mean. And then, yeah, Toad 2s for... It's mediocre stealth Toad 2, or you can get a good stealth Ito. I bring the good stealth Ito, but either one can work. If the first 26 tanks don't work, the next 10 won't either. It's just something to keep in mind. Why aren't you bringing this? Come on, man. What? Hello? Forward deployed ground surveillance radar SAS with smoke. You know, anti-air with smoke and 100 kilometers an hour. You're gonna have to explain that one to me. This should be at 1 vet, and you can bring it in this thing. It's actually not bad for coming with the tanks, giving the tanks a bit of vision, stuff like that. And you've got a fast one anyway. If you're running out, yeah, just down vet it, whatever. It's not a big deal. Yeah, and now you don't need these hamlets anymore, do you? Because you've got... The hamlet is the red eye, if you were wondering. And then, yeah, cracked air tab. And then I guess you can come back here and you can get these if you want, but I definitely won't be bringing them at no vet. The main thing was the 3rd card of infantry Penave, right? And, yeah, like, you can bring this if you want, or you can just stack these like mad. Bring even more Penave if you want. Oh, yeah, I mean, you can bring, I don't know which one you'd want, really. This has more range, but you've already got 6 of these in the recon tab, so do you really need that? Might be worth just bringing these at 2 vet. And then, like, you know, 2 vet that one. And you've got 1 AP spare, and then we're back to this again, aren't we? So, yeah, you can bring your 3rd card of supply if you really want it. You don't really need it. 3... What's it? This is the issue with having your name at the top of the leaderboard. People just add you constantly. Fame comes at a price. Yeah, okay, you can have 3 cards of supply if you want for that epic grindy gameplay, especially if you get artillery superiority. But generally, that you don't, your units don't really live long enough for that to be a thing, so don't have to worry too much about that. Um, yeah, so 3, 5, 7, but like, do you really need this? It's not very good. So you could bring, now you've still got 4, 5, 6, 7, and now you've got 3 AP, and you could spend that on tank CV anyway, or whatever, right? You can bring the 3rd card of supply and get the tank CV back. But yeah, I mean, not you got to bring this, man. That's crazy. And the other one is the Penaves are very much worth bringing, and they should be at 1 vet. Spot any other dumb mistakes? No, don't think so. Wouldn't bother up vetting that, really. You can if you want. This one definitely should be vetted. If you want to run around killing helos, this ain't so bad in a defensive position, It will still stop an infantry running towards it, so something I've been learning recently. I prefer this one, but it's worse against helos. But if you want to run around and shoot helos, yeah, you need 2 of these. You need these, and you need them vetted. Let's cast the game. Right, so with that out of the way, for some reason, I can only assume this is Commander Moustache's first game on Ostre or something. He just doesn't bring his best unit. Just doesn't bring the forward deployed AA guys. So that's really weird. In this specific case, you wouldn't need it because the point is your opponent expects you to bring those, so he hasn't opened helicopters because he's expected to meet those guys. But they've got ground surveillance radar as well, which sees further than regular exceptional optics, and so they're super, super useful, even on a map like this, because you see guys in the forests before they see you, and then you can arty them or whatever, so really missing a trick doing that. Yeah, Second Marine basically just needs to hunker down and just trade, and eventually you should be able to push out the Erster player. Looking at the deployments, we got a sort of let's try and do everything approach here. So we got recon down every road. Something's coming all the way around here. That is one of the M41 DKs. He's given it a move order and it's got no stabilizer. It actually has to be stood still to shoot, apparently. So, yeah, that's not ideal. And yeah, so that's not gonna work out. Just basically with the Erster div, you want to punch one place hard. You don't want to spread your guys out. I mean, you do need to put some guys on the side so you don't get flanked. But you want to punch one place hard, so yeah, punching golf would be cool actually. Or just like here's a really nice place to take at the start. Come in with the tanks, take this because then that frees up the +2, and from here you get to here, and then they can't own Delta anymore because they're hidden behind this building or whatever. So this would be where I would go. But that's not what's happening. Well, it's kind of what's happening, but I don't know, it sort of stems from a lack of understanding, right? Fast moving all these tanks that don't have stabilizers. I do wonder, because the whole point is that even the tanks without stabilizers should still aim and fire on the move with a 5% accuracy. That's how it's been since the start of the game. And then about halfway through, they just kind of forgot that that's what's happening. So all of the new stuff that doesn't get stabilizers literally gets 0%. And you might be like, well, that's realistic, bro. It really isn't. If you're charging towards an enemy position, you would be shooting, right? Even if you're not going to hit anything, you would be shooting. And the other reason is that there's something in the game's code where, like, if it can't fire without moving, it doesn't aim while moving. So, like, the turret will be facing the wrong way and stuff, and so it's got to stop, and then it'll slowly turn. And some of them still aim and fire on the move despite having 0% accuracy, but this one literally has the stabilized static tag. Not that that really does anything. Those are manually sort of put there. That doesn't actually mean that it actually has that. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, so that there is an attempt to attack Delta, but basically Erster's stronger than US Marine in the early game, so he should really be coming for this. We'll see. I mean, he might change his mind, but like he could just barrels. You just want to put both of the DKs there, so they shoot down the road, and then just get the infantry, and you take it straight away. Yeah, and then we got some Stingers and Itos. Switching to his opponent. We got the funny 130s down every road. So that's smart. So he doesn't know where they're going to be. So yeah, this one's trying to go around, maybe? I guess not. And then, yeah, this might kill that on the road, but you got to put it on in like an attack move order, not a... I mean, it's still got decent accuracy, it's just, it'd have higher accuracy if it stopped and shot. And then you've got a chance of killing this in the first volley. It depends. This is 8 HP, so it's quite a low chance. It will usually take 2. Then we got some false recon behind that. He doesn't bring any of the Das Rocket healers, which is really weird. I don't really understand why, but you wouldn't buy him at the start anyway, because this guy should be opening with forward deployed AA. Instead, he doesn't bring that, and then buys a bunch of stingers, so, you know. And then we've got, yeah, cheapo CVs for Bravo Delta, and then Echo Golf. One of the, yeah, these ERA tanks are nice against, they are nice against the Centurions. The issue is they don't have the range, but on this map that doesn't really matter, and 23 pen is a lot, so... And he opens Tomcat, which, why are you opening Tomcat against Erster Land Commander? Like, he might Frohman drop you, but the Lavs kill the Frohman drop. Like, recon deployed Lavs kill the Frohman drop. So you've just wasted 1/3 of your deployment. And it's like, yeah, but he might buy planes after the first tick. He might buy... If he opens Bomber, he's a special, right? You might buy a Bomber after the first tick. Well, why don't you save 40 points and buy the Tomcat after the first tick? And then you know, then your deployment is 300 points stronger. You do lose the first minute, but if he buys a bomber in the first minute, that sort of evens out, doesn't it? I would have gone for the Eyehawks instead. 2 Eyehawks instead of this. Tow 2, I mean, yeah, it goes in the building, that's cool. You could get the vehicle one, the Humvee one. But I'm not sure. Like, you can actually, if you put it there, I believe it does still shoot down there, but... Yeah, it's whatever. So, let's cast the game. Right, so they're off, and it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joining the channel, and you should be thanking them as well, because they're the reason this channel exists. It really is that simple. Some people really struggle to understand that. This channel would not exist if it were not for the generous channel joiners. Or at least, you know, it would exist, there just wouldn't be anything on it, right? There'd be much fewer videos, because I'd have to go get a job. So yeah, 3/4 of the channel revenue comes from the generous channel joiners. It's the tragedy of the commons thing, right? You know, everybody wants to watch the videos, nobody wants to bake the bread. It's that Animal Farm. Can't remember, you know, I'm the chicken, basically. Do you know what I mean? No, the generous channel joiners are the chicken. So there you go, it was 2 volleys. Obviously it depends on the accuracy and luck, but like, look at that, it's deleting it. And so it does still fire on the move, even though it's got the static tag, which it shouldn't have. But it's good that it fires on the move, because otherwise it wouldn't aim on the move. And so when you stop, it would have to stop and aim and all this, so... and that's a total pain in the arse. But yeah, it should have 5% accuracy even if it's unstabilized. It's just one of those rules that they've basically forgotten. It's there's a lot of politicking goes into it, and sometimes people forget, and sometimes people know that they've forgotten, and they just don't remind them. It's tough to keep up with, right? So it's not something you have to worry about. So there you go, M41's going around the side, but this is going to have 5% chance to hit him, because he's just put it on a move order. But at least it is shooting. Oh, there you go. But look at that. The 50 cal almost killed it. Because of the side armor is only 2, right? So that's really cool. Since they nerfed auto cannons, best way to kill infantry is with KPVTs now. HMGs. Because it's the cost efficiency argument. Like, I believe an autocannon would still be faster. I've not actually done the test. But the point is that the KPVT is like 35 points. Whereas the, or 30 points or whatever. So we got an early artillery buy. So you want to open with the mortar. Sorry, you want to buy the mortar first. So this will kill that. It makes a very cool thing, but if it dropped on this, I believe it would do literally nothing. But basically, you want to buy the mortar first, because... Ah! Do you see? Also, he's eventually moving these CVs. So he will buy artillery to counter battery your artillery. So you want to open with the mortar. He buys the arty to kill your mortar, and you have this just waiting there on counter battery, right? You buy it like the minute after or whatever, because the mortar's still getting to the front line, and you get this a bit close, and you put it on counter battery, and you just keep using the mortar until he buys the arty, and then this just whacks him. So it's very, very fun. You actually have to think and like plan ahead and stuff. The arty rework was good. It's not perfect, right? There are things about it. Like, so basically Toad 105s are sort of overperforming a bit now because they, well, they were really cheap because they were useless, and now they're useful, so... so they probably shouldn't be really cheap anymore. So yeah, there's... But do you see, so he's like, oh, but what if he's got something ready in counter battery, so I need to buy both howitzers. And a CV, apparently. But yeah, this is... If Red's winning at this point, it's actually super, super good, because the Ostre player should be winning at the start because of the, you know, the forward deployed AA, and the fact that all his stuff's really cheap means that he can just pile drive a zone and like take mid basically. But he spread himself out too much, and now he's not having a good time. So let's just couldn't see that. So because he had it on a move order instead of an attack move order, he died there. Whereas if he hadn't, the first shot wouldn't have missed, and then he, you know, probably. Okay, this is just massive overkill now. I mean, he is going to kill that, but you've just wasted... You've just spent 3 minutes of income on that. If you're going to do this, you need to buy 2 of them. You need to buy 2 of them if you're going to do that. That's the whole point, that's why they're 100, so... See? And yeah, no Eyehawks. No Eyehawks against the Airspam div. You can't just rely on the Tomcat, mate. It's the wrong Tomcat as well. It's the other one's probably refueling. Tomcat is nice because it one-shot the other Tomcat one-shots these. That's probably all he could afford because the other one's 300 and 260 points a minute and all this. So now you would RT the Eyehawk position. Although he's moving it, so. Yeah, interesting game. Yeah, we're just sort of sitting around a bit now, I suppose. So something like this, I don't really see the point of. Because if I bring just 2 cards of infantry recon tends to be enough. Will he, like, this shouldn't die to that, actually. But he does notice, and it still hits him, because he didn't notice fast enough. Basically, it'll keep going in a straight line. If you played Warno like 2 years ago, they used to fire and go, woo! It's, I'm like a jaded boomer. Whenever any of these guys who only started playing in the last couple of years starts complaining about something, like, you literally don't know how good you have it. Back in my day, I bought a house for about £3.50, and now it's worth £2.6 million. Kids these days need to cancel their Netflix subscriptions and, support Israel more. So yeah, something you can do with these, and it sounds obvious when I say it, is like, okay, so this could have got there a lot faster than this would get there, so you could have, moved this to there and put it. Obviously, if there was AA here, you'd have to be careful that I stand up, I die, that sort of thing. This is a very interesting piece of kit, this. So it's a specialised... So if you see the BMP-1 as like a cheap, specialised anti-vehicle transport, this is a cheap, specialised anti-infantry transport. And because that's new, people are, even though it costs the same as a BMP-1 with 3 armour, and a Malyutka and a Grom and a PKT, and still got smoke and all this, people, not everybody, but there's people who are like, this is overpowered, right? But it's just because it's specialised anti-infantry. They're not used to that. There's not many things in the game like that, if you think about it. Obviously something like a BTR. So, first kill went to the USMC things. the Harrier got taken out by the Eyehawk, I guess, which would one-shot it. Right, now you need to come over here and then evac. Okay, so he's got it. Oh, okay, he got halfway there and then was like, oh, just evac anyway. I suppose, you know, in a couple seconds something's going to show up. But imagine if that had hit him and that had hit him. He did actually get out there, but it did hit him, so he's down for 9 minutes. So yeah, he sold the transports on these. Like, you can still move them, and it does still help a bit. Especially at long ranges, because... Like, did you notice that didn't kill you? And you're actually moving. So if you had a car, obviously, you'd move faster and so on. We got some people dying in transports here, or transports dying. Is he going to buy this Eyehawk? Or... There you go, did you see how that one-shot that? This does 8 damage. It's got really low accuracy, but, you know, you fire a lot of them and... Auto-evac again. That didn't have to hit him. He's down for 9 minutes now because of that mistake. If he'd come this way, that wouldn't have fired. It would have been fine. So, you know, easier said than done when you're paying attention to whatever's happening on the front line. Which is absolutely nothing, apparently, but... you get the point. But look, he's pinged it, and now he's going to arty it. Very, very intelligent. You might want to not use this until it's repaired, because if these are just on automatic counter battery, which you can't really tell from the replay, from what I understand, because I never see that little AC thing, then, you know, this is definitely not going to make it this time, because it's got 1 HP. So I would probably... Although the other one fired first, so yeah, look, that's definitely automatic counter battery. Because it's... Do you see the circle? Do you see the circle? If it was a manual fire order, it would have the big dispersion, but that is I have targeted this unit. The dispersion will still be the same, it's just how it looks on the UI. It's a good way to tell if people are cheating as well, because they can, you know, they can attack position and area, but sometimes there'll be a unit that you watch the replay and they can't see you, and it gives that order. Obviously, if it's arty, it might just be counter battery. But they'll give like that order on like an infantry unit that they can't see, and it will have the small circle. And that's how you know they're cheating. So the only cheat that's possible in this game is map hacks, because all of the map data is... It's not like Broken Arrow, where you can just tell the server that, yeah, bro, I have 10 billion damage, bro. He showed his side armor. I wonder if he'll buy that that Eyehawk, or if he's just going to let this happen for the whole game. Shoot me. Oh no, he auto-evacs. Although the Eyehawk's dead, the other one's still up, and now he's getting hit by the... Ooh, he could have died there. So this is smart. Go kill your enemy's RT. Although the obsession with the fast move orders is really... Wow, it hit it! Well, 85% of the time it happens every time. So now he's lost his RT and he's lost most of his supply. That's almost 2/3 of his supply. Now he's switched off the guns. Oh, because he wants to capture it, of course. So there you go, 10,000 out of 16,000 total has just been lost. So do defend your RT, make sure people don't get... Because the whole thing is like, see, that killed you before. So you should have known it was there. You should have planned accordingly. Something like this one hasn't actually... Well, I suppose it has revealed now. It shot whatever was here, which is currently a burning wreck. So an AVIP, probably with a bunch of infantry inside it. So yeah, when this happened, you should have been like, oh crap, that's coming around the sides. You just put like a helo there or something, because it's not got a HMG, so it won't kill the helos very fast. That's on an attack move, so I wonder if it'll stop just outside. Yes, he's noticed. So, red winning on the front line, but this is a really, really, really big... losing 2/3 of your supply. 10,000 out of 16,000. You got to be very... There's a lot of rivet counters on this channel. Who watch this channel, even. And if you get one thing wrong, that's it, bro. So yes, they'll say it's 62.5% of supply at Hippie, not 2/3. So, still with the inability to buy the Eyehawk. I suppose if he bought it now, it'd come down here and die. I don't understand the mindset, really. These get one-shot by Eyehawks. I'm pushing. Oh, there it is. And now it's... Ah, yeah, what can I say? It's gonna be a long day. So you need to move these now, because these should target that. They should target the AA. We got more fast. At least these have a stabilizer. So yeah, we're going to lose an Nighthawk now to the M41 because we've been shot here and lost a unit here. This would have been really expensive because it would have been like Fire Team Dragon or Fire Team AT4 at 2 vet. So that would have been like it's like a 100-point combination basically. And yeah, you can't do anything about this now. But I don't understand the mindset, right? So you've just seen all your arty die here. Should I check and try and do something about it? Oh, he's moving again. So it's going to get through because he's not attack moving it. Is this a tragedy or a comedy? I mean, this is ridiculous. That got hit. These still haven't moved. Those aren't shooting them. So the Ihawk gets through because he just refuses to use the attack move order. It's not the first time it's fucked him over this game. And yeah, so it's like, what's the thinking here from Gucci Gang? So he just lost all his arty to that tank. Did he not notice that happened? Because now he's just pretending that didn't happen, right? Although his opponent's doing his absolute best to not shoot him. So yeah, I mean, this could go anyway because it's like when you know, they're like, will the Iran war kick up again, or you know, will there be like big? There you go, see the Ihawk, right? It had been wounded before, but you see 8 versus 9. Like, well, will it kick off big time again? And it's like, well, this is impossible to predict because the actors are not rational, right? It's like, well, because the way you predict things is like, what would be the rational thing to do? Well, look, if the leader's literally insane, and he's building gold statues to himself, and no, you're just a lib, bro. Oh my god. You deserve him. You deserve him. So, yeah, I mean, he's just continuing to move and just miss everything. And that, you know, like, you know, do you know stuff's dying here? Do you know that's happening? I guess not, because there's been no reaction. Yeah, you really don't want to be buying the Harriers into the Ihawks. I mean, it was a double kill. It still, I think, wasn't cost-effective. This is going to be very nice. Alignment impossible. Oh, it's because it's on a bloody hill. So it finished aiming, and then it said I can't shoot it because of the hill. I can't aim. Because, you know, just can't aim. So, oh, he's noticed, though. He's noticed. It's a shit. That would have been really cool. Although his opponent just ran the CV into the... So this is what I mean. Literally anything could happen. Because it's not a case of what would, you know... You can't predict. There's too much craziness. It could be anything. It could be anything. They could just wake up tomorrow and just start nuking each other. Still talk about Warno, by the way. Okay, you need to cancel that now. Your engineers are gonna die. Alright, he did. And you see, something to note, right? The circle on the Cafe is not representative of how much area it damages, as you can see, right? You'd want to chase, you'd be like, well, I've just hit all that, so it should be pretty damaged now, I should go in there, see what's what. You'd want to chase, really. Because, yeah, I've killed my own units loads of times, because I do it off the circle, and I'm like, well, I'm not in the circle, I can danger close it, my guys die, so do keep that in mind. I just don't understand the mindset. I mean, he took the Lark thing, but his opponent just hasn't clocked that there's 2 tanks back here shooting at everything, but I guess this one has had its weapon switched off, so it's not going to shoot any of this, and it's just going to drive past him. And this one's not in the right place, so that won't be able to do it either. I couldn't tell you. It's impossible to predict. Because the analysis is based off, you know, facts and logic, and that's not what's... There's no facts or logic here. So, yeah, you know, you will eventually hit him. This 40%. I've had it. I've had it. Honestly, that was so frustrating. I had 2 Eyehawks, and they were both missing F-104Gs. And then I sent out 2 max-range Tomcats. They fired 8 missiles, and they got 0 hits. And then I lost the game. And then my opponent paid me to cast it. Some things are better left forgotten. So we need to get into cover now. No, you're going to expose yourself there. You want to fast move to here, right? Because you're exposing yourself. When you're here, you'll expose yourself. But hey, I mean, red's on the +3, mainly because none of this is... I just don't get it. Look, it died. I was right. And that was more important than anything else. So... yeah, I mean, blue should be able to push him out here. But like I said, we're in Clown World. What's it called, that thing off Yu-Gi-Oh? Toon World, right? Is that right? Toon Town? Something like that, right? You play the cards and it becomes Toon World. And then there are like cartoon versions of... Anyway. Beyblade was better, let's face it. So, at this point, this is now the 3rd Harrier he sent to the same place that has died. Oh no, actually, one of them died here, right? So it's only the 2nd Harrier that he sent to the same place that's died to the same thing. And there you go, you see they one-shot him, but... like, blue, he gets Hornets, he gets the funny seed Hornet thing as well, and... just doesn't want to buy that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's, this just isn't going to hit anything, apart from that one time, right? 5% of the time it will hit something. That's what that means. Doesn't mean 0%, right? The thermobaric things have, like, a really nice effect. You can tell, like, if something's been added to the game later, because the employees of the company, obviously, as they make more things, their skills develop. And so... but, like, so that's happening, and he still hasn't clocked. Whoa. Why am I shooting my own transports in my spawn? Could it be that there's some tanks back here that I've killed all my artillery and just shot a bunch of guys going past? Nah. Let's just pretend that's not happening. I do think it will actually see this, though. Just from the attack move order to the front line. He's on defensive, so I guess that did it itself. No, he's microing it, because he just put it on... has he noticed now? Whoa, maybe there's somebody here. No shit. Anyway. It's looking pretty bad for blue on the front lines, because, there you go, this is the, I think it's not the good one. It's got 40% ECM though, so naturally it gets hit by the first Eyehawk, and now you need to move this, and the opponent needs to shoot at it. Neither one will happen. Look, I understand that I'm in a very, very privileged position, that the way I make money is that I cast people playing video games, right? I used to work 12-hour night shifts at a coffee factory. Almost lost my hand in a factory accident. But please explain to me what the mindset is of fast-moving a TOW 2 into the... like, what was the plan there? Man, what can you do? It's like, oh, there might be some other guys in it. Yeah, really? Yeah. So... right, so blue could take this, I suppose. I already used the title Stoppable Force versus Movable Object, so now I'm going to have to think of a new one. But it's good that, you know, people can find games against people of similar skill level. So the Live Garden are at no vet, but there's a hill here, so they can't actually see each other. Oh, there you go. The USMC riflemen are just gonna... Like, do you notice he's just immediately become low cohesion? Yes, that's... Like, these are at no vet as well. Like, if he's just... Like, shouldn't you be shooting this with the HE and... I don't know, the guy really hates fast attack move orders. Just really, really hates them. Like, you would stop this now so it can throw the satchel at the... I guess he's going for this one, but this is the bigger target. There you go, you just stop it, right? Although, if you've got auto cover on, then it prioritizes covering over... So like, it would prioritize running into these trees over throwing that satchel. The game is not without its problems. So... Yeah, it's like, the game can train you to do the wrong things as well, right? Because then you're using the right-click order, which also doesn't work properly. So it makes you, like, move instead of... Like, if you just get into range, it won't just get into range and shoot. It'll get into range and then keep going for a couple seconds and then stop and then shoot. And then if you press stop at any point in that, it will automatically, its retargeting will kick in and it will just stop aiming on whatever you wanted to shoot and start aiming at something over there. It's one of those things where if you play a lot, you don't really think about it. But if you're like, well, if somebody's just played this game, then it's really not fair on them. But hey, look, he's finally sorting this out. Although, you know, there's still no ability to shoot back here. I mean, that was very this is just dead. So you would land this one immediately now, right? Oh, well, I suppose, because you know the Stinger's going to shoot that one, you can still, you know, whatever. Yeah, they're all at no vet. That's really weird. That's not how you play Ostre. You get all the Penaves at 2 vet. You don't get all these other guys at no vet, and like this should be at 1 vet because it's like your best unit. So yeah, he's trying to get in range, and you see the issue. Because if you bring HGV, you need the military police to make them worth it, so it's better to just not do that. Smoke. I guess he just can't see it. So this isn't, you know, it's not really in a place where it could see. Although if it was there, this would just shoot it, because this would spot it, and... Yeah, really interesting game. So look, he's got around the AA cordon here, which doesn't exist, because the guy's got 1 eye hawk in 25 minutes against Ostre Land Commando. And now he's 1v2ing. Surprised these are running away. Definitely win that fight. He probably assumes there's AA here. Oh, don't worry, mate. There's no way. Oh, wow. Now, you don't want to evac in that right now. Yeah, it was just, like, literally worst decision-making possible. If you're too close to an enemy plane, you don't want to evac it against it, because he's just going to get behind, because you're going to turn away, and he's just going to shoot you in the arse. What you want to do is pass him, and then evac, if you survive, right? It's about risk minimization, right? Survivability maximization, I suppose you could say. It's like making the best of a bad situation. But yeah, we're down to the no vet tanks now. These ones have the similar situation with the no accuracy on the move, so at least he's attack moving these. This one, yeah, they were obviously never going to hit that. So yeah, focus the Stinger before he reloads. That's a valid strat. Wait, why are you fast moving? You see the right click makes it move, which would have lowered its chances to hit. I mean, it still hit, but yeah. Interesting game. I do wonder, because obviously Red can't see any of this, so the Cat Fey, you know, it could kill it all, but he doesn't see any of it, so he doesn't know it's there. You can probably assume there's something there, but given how long this takes to reload and everything, you want to be sure. Although he never resupplied it, so it's only got 9 rounds left. Because he couldn't, because he lost his... Oh wow, he got it back! Yeah, interesting. So, Yeah, I mean, who knows what's going to happen, right? None of this makes any sense. There you go. But now you've just seen this big blue ball growing out of here. Will you shoot the cafe at that? Habibi, you are adult now. Will you shoot enemy CV and, 7 infantry, or will you shoot one 30-point reservist? Okay, I mean, that will work. They might die, but it's a very, very nice bomb there, right? And the rest of them are all messed up. So yeah, that's why you don't want to clump too much. Like, if you were in that situation, your first priority would be use the smoke more to smoke here and get some guys across here, or fall back with some of them. You don't want them all in one place, because you're just opening yourself up to that sort of thing. So, and that happened. His opponent punished him for it. Yeah. So I guess Red's pushing here now. It's not really how you play Marines. I mean, I get in that trap as well, where it's like, well, I'll push the flank. And at this point in the game, I think it's fine to do so, although the amount of units he has is very, very low because of how high the attrition rate's been. You know, lots of people just sort of dying, right? So it's hard to push flanks as generally with Marines you just want a attrition, and then yeah, and then towards the end you would push the flanks, and I guess it is towards the end. I mean, you have to play the game, like it's not, you gotta respond to your enemy. Can't just be 100% well, my div's bad at that, therefore I never do it, right? So basically you just shouldn't listen to me about anything. So yeah, I mean, I mean, blue can very much win. He just has to put a couple guys here, because yeah, this hasn't gone anywhere, and get the CV in mid, and yeah, he's pushing this now. Like, red doesn't have any units. The thing is, he's not bought any of those feeling guys. He had one here and it died, so something like this can just kill all of this because there's no AA there, and the Stinger won't get there in time. He's been relying on those AA witness things, the F-35. Oh, well, there you go. Chucking F-18 at it, yeah. More guys dying in the transports. And the F-18 wasn't given an order and is now just dead. Like I said, you just can't predict it, bro. You just can't predict it. This is... you need some anti-tank there. I appreciate these guys have laws, but you need a... Live Garden or something if you've got any left. So, yeah, I mean, it's happening. They're on a +1 with 9 minutes is not enough, right? What you do is, you get 40 ticks in a minute. So it's 1 times 40 times 9, which is what, 360? It's not enough. 4 times 9 is 36, yeah. 360. Yeah. So he needs more. But he's going to get more because there's... oh, well, I suppose this still has Hellfires. Just depends... oh, he's pussied out. I don't blame him, frankly. I mean, this would have killed him. But there's guys here as well. But... so... yeah. This thing, I really like it, but basically as soon as it fires the first missile, you want to evac it, otherwise it just flies over the enemy AA and dies. Its main advantage is it fires from 4,000 meters away, and so you just evac it. It's like the one that 4th Mort Schutzen gets, but I believe it's only 2 per card, and it's not as good. Well, it's got more accuracy but less range. There's also a thing with some of these longer range AA planes where they can't fire from their max range. The one in 4th Mort Schutzen, one of them can, and I'm pretty sure one of them can't. I do need to look into that properly. Wouldn't want to spread misinformation. So yeah, blue, he needs more, and he recognizes that, but like he could just wait a little bit, build up for a couple minutes, and then go, and he could, well, let's say he's on a +5 if he takes this. So he needs 1,700 points, so 1,700 divided by 5, right, divided by 40. He'd need 8 minutes on a +5, it's not possible, he can't win. Unless he takes this one as well. So we'll speed it up a bit because, yeah, I figured he probably wouldn't surrender. Well, I mean, he might take them both, but I can't really see that happening. More of this, I hate attack moving, I hate attack moving. Although these are attack moves, but he didn't bring any AA, so... So yeah, fire them all and land. Fuel switched off, so he gets all the rockets back straight away. He can wait to repair, or he can stand up. This is in a good spot. Yeah, get that guy in that building. He can fire at the edge now. Blue would have to smoke, but he's too desperate. So he's just going to tank it. Oh, cluster on infantry, I mean, it does something. When that change was announced, because cluster literally used to do 0, I was like, that's not... I appreciate it's realistic, but I prefer the gameplay of HE, you know, cluster, but it was a good change in hindsight. I was wrong. It does happen occasionally. So yeah, red just trying to sneak back in, and yeah, okay. It's a nice idea. But yeah, he can't get enough points. This would have to die. He would have to take this, right? And he can't. So something you got to watch out for this, right? That is currently firing. Okay, well, it ran out of ammo, but the HE rounds go further than the AP rounds, and so if you attack move, it will target the vehicle with the HE round. And honestly, it does nothing. It's not like the recoilless rifles like the M67 ones where it does a little bit and a lot of suppression and stuff, and that's cool. No, it literally does nothing. And so then he sees you and then he kills you because you're a 4 HP team. So that is not ideal. The cat, we finally get to see another cat faith. Guess not. That's very optimistic. I mean, yeah, he bought the mortars for smoke, but he just didn't... The idea was good, but the execution was not, right? Because he obviously bought the mortar for smoke so it could dodge this and get in, but he just got the timings wrong. So look at that. He's getting in with 2 minutes left. It's going to be a +6. No! What? Is he going to make it? He drove out the zone before he could cap it. It's missing! It's dead! On the last shot, Ramirez got it. Last mag, Ramirez, make it count. Just like in Modern Warfare 2. And look, he tried again and he got in this time, so... And he got in here. He's prioritising the +2 over the +1. It's very sensible. This is less sensible. But I guess he would have to cap it, and then, yeah, come back, and then... He's not coming, he just doesn't have the time, man. Because he hasn't got this. So, yeah, a lot of it comes down to time. The game was kind of a bit backwards in that what you'd usually expect to happen is for Ostre to win early and the Marines to win late. And I suppose that, you know, that has technically happened, but, you know... You just got to really watch yourself as the Marine div. It's very inflexible. You lose a couple units and that's it. You got no more units because of how expensive they are. So there's Gucci Gang Hots, rank 176. Commander's Moustache, rank 135. So 2 high-level players. Yeah, just could have bought the Eyehawks earlier. Open Eyehawks instead of Tomcat. You can save 40 points for the Tomcat if you're like really like, oh man, they're going to bomb me, but... Usually just 2 Eyehawks for 250 points or whatever. It's going to put you in good stead. Buy the mortars before the howitzers so your howitzers don't get counter-batteried. And yeah, remember to have fun. What's the worst thing that can happen? Somebody complains about you on the internet. 40 minutes.